It is Wednesday, December 18th, and it's time for our second annual Christmas Quick Update Special. On this episode, we asked the whole team to tell us their highlight of 2019, but first, we couldn't finish up the year without one final update on a file we've been watching closely.
Thanks, Colin. Definitely conversion therapy will be a big issue as we head into 2020. Just last week, the City of Edmonton passed a bylaw that prohibits conversion therapy within the city for commercial purposes. The problem with the bylaw is that it has a super broad definition of conversion therapy. In fact, the fine is $10,000 a day until that particular business is shut down. And depending on how you read that bylaw, some might even interpret the way they define business to include churches. That has profound effects on pastoral ministry in the city of Edmonton. A counselor or a minister or an elder who's praying with somebody within their congregation about who they are or how they should live or how God would have them live their life, this is having a direct impact on them. And of course, in the Senate, a bill was reintroduced again just last week or in the last couple of weeks to criminally ban so-called conversion therapy. The Justice Minister under the new Trudeau government has been given a mandate letter to explore ways to criminally prohibit conversion therapy. Again, our big concern being not the prohibition of actual harmful conversion therapy, but rather this big, broad definition that lumps in good, loving, body-affirming counseling and pastoral care. So definitely we need your prayers about this and your action on this going into 2020. Definitely stay tuned, and please also, if you haven't read it already, take a look at ARPA Canada's Conversion Therapy Policy Report just released this fall. Thanks so much. Back to you, Colin.
Thanks so much, Andre. So as I mentioned, we forced pretty much the whole team, for most of them against their will, to get in front of a camera and share their highlight of 2019. And we specifically asked the lawyers to keep it to 6 words or less.
The Supreme Court flag display.
Co-hosting the very first March for Life in Toronto.
Visiting MLAs in Victoria.
Lively fall tour debrief meetings. Woo!
Getting to go across this country and see that so many are faithfully engaged in the pro-life movement.
Fall tour vlogs.
Gender dysphoria case in BC court.
Seeing God's blessings on the Alberta schools.
Engaging youth at GGY, CLI, and Fall Tour 2019.
Thank you for all of your support.
Happy to be back from maternity leave.
Got a Government Youth and the Spring Maritime Tour.
Staff retreat this past August.
Everyone's enthusiasm for the Signs Up This Way.
Thank you to all you donors to make this work possible and enable us to do this work that the Lord has blessed us to do. May you have a joy-filled, peaceful 2020. And may we all seek to give Him the glory.
It has been an action-packed year. We are so grateful to all of you for your support and engagement throughout the year. At this time of year, and pondering what Andre just said there, I think it's good to be reminded of Isaiah chapter 9, verse 2, 6, and 7. It goes as follows. The people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. For to us a child is born. To us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the greatness of his government and peace there will be no end. He will reign on David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing and upholding it with justice and righteousness from that time on and forever. The zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this. Now, that's an amazing promise. It's not about our government. It's not about how much we can accomplish in the year. It's not about where things are headed. No, he reigns, and the greatness of his government and peace, there will be no end. But not only that, the zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this, and in zeal, he will accomplish it. Now, it's our pleasure as ARPA Canada to work to bring a biblical perspective to our nation, and we will continue to do so into 2020 as well, with your support and in the Lord's strength. That's all for this week. Thanks to you for watching Quick Updates. We'll see you next for another episode on January 8th. Have a blessed Christmas and Happy New Year from all of us.
Wishing you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas from Smithers, BC.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
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 Merry Christmas.